Hello everyone, welcome to Barca News. It is February 9th, 2025, and there is some serious interest from the Premier League in Fermín López. Also, Nico Williams remains Barcelona's main interest in the summer transfer market. And finally, it's reported that Barcelona prefers Jamal Musiala over Florian Wirtz. We have a lot to discuss, so let's begin. Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Mo and I'm officially back at home in my YouTube studio. So it's back to your regularly scheduled videos, including the podcast tomorrow, Monday, February the 10th at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Having said all that, let's dive right into the news because, ladies and gentlemen, today Barcelona defeated Sevilla 1-4 in what was a very, very important victory. Because having taken home 3 very important points, Barcelona have now reduced the distance between them and Atletico Madrid to only 1 point and reduced the distance between them and Real Madrid to 2 points only. And this is very important because now La Liga title race is back in Barcelona's hands. We don't have to depend on other teams dropping points. If we do our job and win every match from here until the end of the season, that would include defeating Madrid and Atletico Madrid. That means that Barcelona would become champions of the Spanish league. So definitely very good news for the team. And of course, I did do a post-match live analysis analyzing the match. So if you haven't seen it yet, make sure to check it out. Now, in the post-match press conference, Hansi Flick discussed the match between Barcelona and Sevilla. And he, of course, expressed his happiness with the victory, and he also discussed Fermín López's red card, and this is what Flick had to say. Fermín's goal is very important. He is a very intense player, and these things happen. It is also a good lesson for him. It will serve him well in the future. I'm very happy with the performance. In the second half, especially with one less player, we fought to get the 3 points. I'm very happy with that final stretch of the match. They had fast players on the wings, and the team was able to contain them. I'm really happy with those final minutes. So, of course, Flick happy with this very important victory and what it means for the team as far as La Liga title race. And then talking about Fermín López's red card and saying this will be an important lesson for him. And I absolutely have to agree because I think that tackle by Fermín López is something that young players tend to do because they lack that experience. And then hopefully this will be a lesson for Fermín to improve and not to make these kind of mistakes in the future. And finally, Hansi Flick touching on a very important point, which is how the team ended up holding off the victory and in fact scoring even another goal despite being a man down. And this is the second time we're seeing that. So it's very important because this shows a Barcelona that's a lot more mentally strong than previous teams, because even though they're a man down, they're still able to close off matches. And you can even argue that Barcelona that actually helped Barcelona to be a man down because they were able to, retreat their lines, close the spaces, become a little bit more compact, which then completely nullified Sevilla's attack. It actually nullified Sevilla's attack more when Barcelona had one man down or one less man than when Barcelona had our full 11 players. Again, very important victory. I did do the post-match live analysis. If you want to hear more about my thoughts and opinions about the match, make sure to check out the video on the channel. Now, speaking of Fermín López, we do have to talk about our Barcelona midfielder because the 21-year-old is attracting some pretty serious interest from the Premier League. And it's reported that both Manchester United and Aston Villa have actually reached out to Barcelona inquiring about the possibility of signing Fermín López, with reports stating that they were even willing to pay 70 million euros for Fermín López. That's how much the Premier League currently values the player. He, of course, has a market value of 50 million, but that's not stopping the Premier League teams from being willing to offer up to 70 to sign Fermín López. But, of course, for Barcelona, Fermín López is not for sale. Fermín López is not looking to leave, so he wants to stay at the club. So, sorry, Manchester United and Aston Villa. If you want Fermín, you're going to have to pay his release clause, which is worth 500 million euros, which of course, if they want to pay it, hey, go for it. I don't want to lose Fermín López. I think he's an amazing player, but 500 million euros, I wouldn't say no to that. Anyway, speaking of signing players, we do have to talk about the next one, which is Nico Williams. But before we talk about Nico Williams, I do want to remind you to please don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment. If you are looking for any Barcelona jerseys or merchandise, make sure to Goal Kids, Give Back, or Fanatics. If you are looking to place any sports bets, make sure to bet us. All links are down below in the description. If you click on them, you get access to some pretty cool discounts and offers, which otherwise you wouldn't get access to without those links. All right, let's get back to the news because, ladies and gentlemen, it's reported that Barcelona's main interest this summer transfer market will be Nico Williams. Now, as you know, Barcelona are looking to reinforce the left wing position since there is no natural left wingers currently on the team besides Ansu Fati, but we're all seeing what's going on with Ansu. In fact, he wasn't even included in today's squad list at all. So Barcelona are looking for a left winger or someone who specialized in that position during the summer. And it's reported that Nico Williams remains Barcelona's main target for that position, given that Nico Williams has not renewed with Athletic Club de Bilbao, even though he decided to stay an extra season. So his release clause remains at 58 million euros, which Barcelona consider that it's a bargain, given Nico Williams' talent, his potential, and his young age. Barcelona think 58 million euros is a bargain, and as such, Nico Williams will remain Barcelona's main target during this summer transfer market, especially since Nico Williams has said repeatedly in different interviews that he's going to be leaving. That's pretty much he's been hinting he's going to leaving, that he's happy to stay for another season, but he's never talked about staying more than one season at Athletic Club de Bilbao, and of course he hasn't renewed. So it looks like he will be available in the summer. His release clause is only 58 million euros, and Barcelona think that under Hansi Flick and being surrounded with some of his close friends like Lamine Yamal and Alejandro Balde, Nico Williams can really become, a big star or a big difference maker, especially in that position that Barcelona desperately needs someone to fill in. Now, of course, Laporta's main or favorite target remains Rafael Leao, but currently he has a price of around 150 million euros, which is something that Barcelona cannot afford. And as you know, Deco's favorite option is Liverpool's Luis Diaz. But again, Liverpool have set a price of 90 million euros, and given Luis Diaz's age of around 28 years old, it's not really the best option. So Nico Williams remains the best option for Barcelona, given his young age, his talent, and his low release clause of 58 million euros. Anyways, let's end this video with the news that Barcelona reportedly prefer Jamal Musiala over Florian Wirtz. Now, Florian Wirtz remains, of course, Barcelona's dream signing. However, the club consider that the position that Florian Wirtz plays in is already covered, because we have both Dani Olmo and Pedri, who are a very similar profile to Florian Wirtz. And therefore, even though Florian Wirtz will be a great addition to the team, they think that that position is covered. And as such, it's reported that Barcelona, if they can make any of these two signings, would prefer Jamal Musiala, because he offers a different profile that Barcelona consider the club would benefit from. But of course, this is only hypothetical situations, because there's no way Jamal Musiala will be leaving Bayern. He will most likely renew with the Bundesliga club. And even if he wasn't to renew, it's reported that Bayern Munich would want around 140 million euros for Jamal Musiala, which of course Barcelona are not in position to pay for him or for Florian Wirtz. But if somehow, some way, the right conditions present themselves where Barcelona could sign either, it's reported that Barcelona would prefer Jamal Musiala. And of course, I do want to hear you guys' thoughts and opinions. Who would you prefer if money wasn't an issue? Wirtz or Musiala? Let me know down below in the comment section. Anyways, that is all the news for this video. We'll be uploading another video after this one, so stay tuned to the channel. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment, and as always, Visca Barça.